Hey, so we have a great new listing over in Glendora, California, and some people want to know some basic things about it. Frequently asked questions, that's what they want to know. So here's the questions that we think you might ask. You tell us what you really want to know. How old is the roof and the pool equipment? Well, this particular seller is uncertain. They've inherited the property in such a way. They didn't actually inherit it, but mom is not and does not have the capacity to answer those questions, right? She doesn't know the details anymore because unfortunately the seller doesn't have that information readily available. So how old is the roof and pool equipment? What do you do about that when the seller doesn't know? You verify with your particular licensed professional. You may want to have the roof inspected by a roofer and or have the pool equipment inspected by a pool man. That would be how you resolve such a situation, right? Let's see, what's the next big question? Is the pool regularly serviced? And if so, by who and when? So the seller did have the answer to this question, right? The roof is regularly surfaced every week, thank goodness, because no one loves a green pool. And the equipment was just approved by the pool guy. And the filters do need to be changed on this one. So I'm sure the pool guy will be out there to take care of that. The next frequently asked question is, do you have any knowledge of permits for any past work or additions? Another great question, right? And so they do believe that all the additions have been done on this property under the proper permitting procedures. Now you as the buyer need to make sure you check with the city and verify those details. You can't just trust that we as the agent gave you the answer or that the seller's documents were exactly correct. They are going to put this all on seller disclosures, and the reality is that you as a buyer and the buyer's agent must verify all these details. So they believe they've done them all properly. Who knows though? That's why buyer to verify. So next big question, are there any known problems or issues with the plumbing, the electrical, the HVAC, or the foundation? So the seller's perspective on this one was they don't know anything at all. They're not certain because they, who will be doing the disclosing, have never occupied the property within recent time except when they were young children. So they don't accurately and cannot accurately give that information. So how do you verify that again, buyer? You do that with the licensed plumber of your choice, the licensed electrician of your choice, the licensed foundation specialist of your choice, and or roofer, all of that. Any area that you might be concerned with, the HVAC, the water heater, any of those things, you have the right to do your inspections and then have that licensed specialist come right on out to the property. So what else is the next most frequently asked question? How long have you lived in the home? And what do you love most about the property or the neighborhood? I loved this answer the seller shared forward with us. I just love hearing these answers. The answer was, our younger brothers and I were raised in the home. Glendora is an amazing community, growing up with lots of kids running around the neighborhood. And during the summer months, their folks would literally turn them out and they would finally come in for dinner. Yes, I love that. The neighborhood was never a worry when they were there. Now, that's many years ago because this is the seller's son sharing the information forward the best that he can. And well, He's about my age, okay? How old am I? Oh, yeah, okay, 51. Yes. All right, so what's our next frequently asked question? Has the home ever had any pest, mold, or water-related concerns or repairs? Well, there's a pool back there, so I'm certain you probably had some water issues come up. And the seller said the home was tented for termites many years ago, and then they did some minor termite work in between. And yes, there is a termite inspection available. So if you're interested in that, just shoot us a text or an email and we'll send it right over to you so you can check it out. They did say they did minor orange oil treatment a few years back. And the last frequently asked question: do you currently have any service providers, gardener, pool tech, handyman, you'd recommend to the buyer? And as we mentioned earlier, Mr. Pool Guy is the pool dude. Let's see. They have a fantastic gardener that they're happy with, and they would be glad to share that information forward when we close escrow. So if we can get you any other questions answered on this fantastic property or any other property you're considering, just comment down below or send us a DM message. We'd love to do that for you. Again, buyers, you want to verify all this information, and please note that this information can change at any time, as it is expected to go through further discovery with your inspections and the seller's learning disclosures as they move forward too. Next big step to get more disclosure on this property, the seller's complete a complete disclosure package which is provided to you during the escrow period. Thanks so much. We love working with you. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us or have your agent reach on out as well. I'm Lori Alvarez over at Real Estate Resolved.